The city we're in. The King of Kings is a Catholic church here in the city. The adjacent rectory was where the third Soothsayer victim, Deacon Townsend, was killed. I'm not sure where exactly this church is, but I should be able to find out. Nothing out there but a brick wall and Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow. I think it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here. Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel, your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right, then.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
I know more than I'd like to. I could have gone without a close view of his handiwork, that's for sure.
I can imagine. A brutal stabbing, I take it?
No offense, but I'd rather not go over that again. It's all in the papers, if you're so dead set on getting all the gory details.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Only that our psycho killer enjoys breaking them around his victims, but I have no interest in understanding a nut like that.
So, I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone. No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator, and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice. Choose the path of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. What can you tell me about your motel?
The Azure Sky is a long-time family business. We've been serving tenants faithfully for over 40 years now.
Oh, wow, quite a while. So, how many tenants do you have?
We don't keep records of the number of tenants, but we have 50 rooms of varied sizes. We're about 3/4 full, but expecting to be fully booked during tourist season in the summer.
Wait, tourists actually come to Cassidy? Somebody deserves a raise for one hell of a marketing campaign.
No patriot of the community, huh? That's a shame. This city has a lot more to offer than people like you give it credit for.
To each their own, I guess. What can you tell me about Orson Taylor, Rose's husband?
Nothing much. Like I said, I only saw the guy once, a week or so after the murder.
Okay, how do you seem?
Like you'd expect. Messed up. Couple of kids, too. Breaks my heart, truth be told.
So, if Rose was married and had 2 children, what was she doing in your motel?
Now that's the million-dollar question, ain't it? You'll get no answer from me, even if I could keep track of all of our tenants. I don't make a habit of sticking my nose in their personal affairs.
Huh. Was she a regular then?
Not really, just a couple of bookings in January and February. Look, I think I've said enough. Any other questions? We need to wrap this up. I've got calls on the other line.
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
All right, found the husband's number. Here's hoping he's willing to talk to me.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye. I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit. All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing. Nah, I'm not that desperate to get hydrated. Looks like Eileen printed some business cards for herself.
Synonym for disappointing?
Your outfit?
Now that's just mean.
A few family photos. Eileen's got a big Christian family. Man, her brother is a hunk. Wouldn't mind getting some of that.
Dissatisfactory?
Eileen's office phone? No need to mess with that. I have my own back at the office.
Then I'd go with depressing, distressing.
Oh, it says someone needs to rehome their cat. I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit.
Thanks, sorry.
My fluffball needs her Lebensraum.
Kiddo?
Cute little frog. E has had that thing as long as I've known her. Cacti rule. Nice view of the city from up here.
Word space is acting up again. What was that stupid shortcut to reset the layout?
Of course he's a green tea guy.
Control shift
Drinking coffee like a normal person would be much too sane.
Now it's freaking.
Try hitting escape.
Some old sports trophy. Guess Art was into that in his oh-so-distant youth. Vintage, huh? I can respect that.
I adore this new office.
I remember that. Something about a corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail.
He caved for a decade, but it wasn't until you rookies piled on that he got his thumb out of his ass.
I don't blame him.
The Cassidy Gazette,
Complain.
a mid-sized paper and one of the oldest still active in the city.
Standard Summers, you should be thanking me for saving you from.
Jeez, now that's a busy calendar.
How's that little beeping
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy? I'm on a deadline here.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Ouch. Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Let's hear it then.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But... Oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
No, don't even go there. Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
radio. Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're talking about.
I was thinking the same thing, but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
What do you know about the woman who was burned alive by the Soothsayer?
Oh, nothing. I hope that horrible demon is caught soon.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
Hey, you're a Christian. What does a deacon actually do?
It depends on the denomination, but a deacon belongs to a church and can practically do the same work as a priest, with the exception of sermons and rites.
Interesting, thanks. What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
Hey, you're a Christian. What is a deacon?
It depends on the denomination.
Interesting. Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd talk your ear off about it.
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
Do you know anything about Eric Holloway, one of the Soothsayer victims?
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
I don't want to ask her about that. I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
Somehow I doubt that will make her more cooperative. Art Hopkins, just the man I need to see.
That's so. This better be good.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand. I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice, go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair? The most recent Soothsayer victim?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
What do you know about the Azure Sky Motel?
Stop wasting my time. We both know you're just fishing for information about the Soothsayer.
I don't need to ask. All right, that's all I needed.
Okay then.
Hey, E, one more thing.
Yeah?
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh? That guy's a grade A asshole. It shouldn't take much to bring that out front and center. Oh, it says someone needs to rehome their cat. I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit. Art is one step ahead of me with the Soothsayer. I need to find out what his new lead is somehow. I gotta get Art on Eileen's bad side. Shouldn't be too hard, that guy's a major douche. Vintage, huh? Vintage, huh? Hey, E.
Yeah?
So, I heard about this expose Art did on a church here in town.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune to bad behavior.
I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to. This is a nice place you've got here.
I guess. Beats the basement office we had before.
I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the world.
I don't want. Hey, do you mind if I borrow some tape, E?
Fine.
Hey, your brother is pretty hot. Mind if I...
Not a chance, Kathy.
Hey, E, can I have one of your cards?
Sure, go ahead.
Want to have a water cooler moment together?
I have a lot of work to do, Kathy. Get to the point, please.
Geez, you're no fun. So, how do you like working here at the Gazette?
It's fine.
That bad, huh? My condolences.
I shouldn't complain. I'm grateful to work at a real paper, but the stories they give a junior like me.
I get it. Things are rough at the bottom of the totem pole. What are you working on right now?
Well, it's a feature about this old lady with a very nice pottery collection.
Oof. I feel for you, E. I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
It's Eileen's business card. Eileen Summers, junior reporter. Her work number here might be useful. I'll add it to my notebook. There's a Bible quote printed on the back. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. Can I pick your...
You're lucky I'm in a
How do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I like your thorny little friends there on that windowsill.
The cactuses? Yeah, I can't seem to kill them off, no matter how hard I try.
That's cacti, Art. Are you sure you're a journalist?
Oh, fuck off.
This isn't a half bad office you've got here, Art.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Rain.
So, you're one of those green tea guys, huh?
Of course, I take my health very seriously.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're about 48, right? I can see that receding hairline of yours.
Ha ha, you ain't exactly the poster child for health yourself, Rain. I could smell last night's booze all the way from here.
I see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
That's a Michiru Pro, right? Early edition?
Correct. You got an eye for quality.
Force of habit. A PI with blurry pictures wouldn't last very long. That's quite the story you've got framed up there on that wall.
Oh, yes. One of my proudest accomplishments.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
That's dedication. Lots of sermons to listen to, I take it?
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking with every psalm, hymn, and other delusion thrown my way.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
Ahem.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
Jeez. Do you get any work done in between those vacations, Art?
It's called foreign reporting. It must be an alien concept to a small-time PI like you.
Sure thing, buddy. Keep spinning that yarn. How do you like working here?
Why? You looking for a job?
God, no. I could never work at a place like this. I have authority problems.
Don't we all? These days, management doesn't dare try to bother me. They know I'm the only reason this place is still afloat, so they let me write whatever the hell I want.
All right.
Okay then.
Oof. I don't think Art's Eileen's favorite person right now. Hey, E, one more thing.
Yeah?
What's your opinion on Art?
He's a great journalist, but I've been disappointed with some of his opinions about my faith.
Yeah, I see what you mean. He seems intolerant. I used to be that way too until, well, somebody I know broadened my horizons.
I'm glad to hear that, Kathy.
Man, I'm itching to know what Art's new lead on the Soothsayer is.
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Oh, well,
Pretty please.
okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Oh God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye. Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey, E. What's up?
Oh, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Interesting. What type of drug?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Never heard of that one. I better go ask Lionel.
Lionel? Who is that?
My drugged... Well, a friend of mine, that's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks, E. I owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah, what about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around?
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Pyre, huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
You've reached Detective Everett, Narcotics. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye. All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot. Rockports and other cheap brands. I'm certainly not going to waste my precious relapse on shitty smokes like that. I better hope I don't get desperate enough for one of these predatory loans. Looks like a seedy place. Pawn shops like this tend to be involved in all kinds of shady business. You know, you're really downtown when the amount of neon approaches seizure-inducing levels. It's closed. Not that I have much left to pawn. Fast cash, huh? Guess I could use some of that. Hey, what's up, Lionel?
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not this time, buddy.
Oh, you broke?
Well, I am, but that's not...
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking Coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Whoa. What's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on, then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
What's your take on the Soothsayer?
That creepy motherfucker got the whole town on edge, don't he? Funny how City Hall didn't give a damn until one of those celebrity types got killed. Embarrassing look for the city, huh? I suppose it was just a matter of time until Cassidy got our own Ted Bundy. Place like this, with no hope, breeding ground for psychos.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest Soothsayer victim?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders, victims, whatever. Don't bring that shit up with me.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing. What is that? Some new age shit?
Oh, never mind. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
You ain't serious, right? Do you remember who you talking to?
Oh, forget it then. Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Nah, haven't heard of the place.
I don't need to ask. Do you know Pyre?
Oh yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Yeah, you're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, 'cause it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them Pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Who are these fiends then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Haha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
No, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra-wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you, I'm fucking broke, Lionel.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Deal. Loaded guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those, transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdue.
Verdue? That rings a bell. Some French family, right? Mine owners?
You tell me. Sounds about right.
So what do you know about Hannah Verdue?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdue.
Yeah, I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style. So that poetry club, do you know where it is?
South side, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
This place is pretty well fortified, huh?
Girl, you lost? This ain't exactly Beverly Hills.
Fast cash. This sign mocks me.
Short on dough, huh? That ain't a problem. You just gotta loosen up your moral compass is all.
Would if I could, but I think that thing's way too loose already.
I sincerely doubt that, girl. You play tough, but you ain't fooling anybody. Deep down, you a softie.
Oh, quiet you. You sell a lot of gold to the owner of this place?
On occasion. Sometimes my clientele prefer to pay with wares of, questionable origin.
How does the owner of this place feel about you doing your business here?
Oh, he's more than fine with it. We've got one of those mutually beneficial arrangements.
You know if this guy's one of those ruthless loan sharks?
Nah, he ain't so bad. Better not push him too far, though. He knows some bad people.
Some people. Such as you?
No comment.
You're not smoking nasty old Rockports from that machine, are you?
Very funny. You know the Love Lion's got impeccable taste in tobacco. Only the best imports.
You're not...
Very...
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
No hit. Unsurprising with her being one of those elitist types. All right, found an address. They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days. Ugh, I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl? Come on, then. So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on, Lucas?
What do you mean? Something wrong with my vacation outfit? I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
Okay, Kathy. Enough loitering. Time to get back out there. You've got places to be. Nah, I'll let her sleep. I should listen to my message. Let's see here.
This is Orson Taylor. I only have one thing to say to you. Eat shit and die. Yeah, you heard me. I'm sick of being harassed by vultures like you. Stay the hell away from me and my family.
Yeah, I get it, bud. No need to be an asshole. Let's see what this other message says.
Hey, Josh here. Busy day today, but I'll swing by your office tonight after my shift, alright? See you later.
That's better. Hopefully he can give me some insight on Pyre. Alright, that's it for messages. What's this? Pyre is the key. T. Damn. This T knows what I'm up to. The question is, are they friend or foe? Well, I'll worry about that later. Time to get out of here. Here we are, Constance Hill. This better be worth the trip. There's a fairly big mountain range up north. The city of Gleam in all its glory. Oh, neat. I can see my office building from here. What do you know? Nothing but grime. This must be it. This is where they found Jane Doe. No obvious clues. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I guess there isn't much to find in this place. Nothing but some rudimentary makeshift seating. Looks like this place was a party spot. Looks like this place was... Well, it ain't city concrete if it isn't covered in spray paint. I don't think that would accomplish much. Not right now. I don't feel like burning.
Hey! You're not supposed to be here!
It's a free country, nut job. Step off before you get hurt.
Your face is all wrong! Take it off!
Christ. Cassidy junkies never disappoint. A fire pit for grilling food, but there's nothing but ashes inside. I'm not getting near that nutcase again.